Thank you for sharing your Tuesday afternoon with us here on Kababayan LA. Dr. B is here to answer your health-related questions. Earlier, good question from Noah before the break. What can be done to lower acidity levels in our body?
The main thing is to have proper diet, exercise, and not use too many over-the-counter medications that are being promoted which are not FDA approved, you know.
Okay. Okay, so acidity in the body, we get that from highly acidic
diet,
like coffee is acidic.
Well, caffeine mainly for coffee, but acidic products like extra spices, some other medications that are being promoted, weight loss products and all this. They all affect the metabolism in our body.
Okay.
And electrolytes are also affected by taking all those different kinds of diet and medications.
So is there a medicine that we need to take? If you're saying that the ones that are being advertised, not all of them are okay, so is there one particular that you're...
Well, all medicines are being promoted which are not FDA approved that are good for your body, but you have to take into consideration studies have not been done on most of these products, especially when you had that diet before for fen-phen, and eventually it caused some problems with the heart.
So you're talking about dietary supplements.
Dietary supplements and, you know, some other diets that are being promoted which are not really proven by the FDA.
Okay, I have more questions about that, but let's make way for this phone call. Is it Nieves? Nieves on the line from Carson. Hi, Nieves.
Ay.
Kamusta po? Ano pong katanungan?
Ay, si Doctor ang apuan ko. Ay, Doc.
Hi.
Ay, bakit ako, anong gamot ito, Doc? Palagi akong nanosya, Doc, nauseated.
Nahihilo? Oo, palaging naliliyo si Nieves.
Nauseated ako, nausya.
Ano pa po ang nararamdaman ninyo? Nahihilo, sumasakit po ba ang ulo?
Nagsuka ako kasi tanda na ko, 76 years old na ako, Doc.
Nagsusuka din daw po. How often? How often do you do this?
I think 1 week na from na,
1 week na every day? 3 times a day? Twice a day?
No, hindi only once ako nagsusuka, pero palagi akong nanusya. Para bang sumusuka?
Opo.
Okay.
Ano nga ito, Do?
Karamihan po, wala ko kayong ibang kinukuha ang ibang mga gamot.
Mayroon ako mga gamot da kundi kasi hindi ako nag-uan pag hindi galing sa doktor ko.
Okay.
Ang karamihan po niyan, ang pinaka-general na dahilan kung bakit kayo nasusuka, marami pong dahilan yan. Pero ang pinaka-common po, yung tinatawag na reflux, na bumabalik po yung acid nung tiyan nyo, umaakit sa lalamunan ninyo, kaya parang nasusuka kayo. Pero ang importante po, magpatingin kayo kasi karamihan dyan, meron kayong sinasabing gallstones o bato sa gallbladder. Iyon po isang dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon kayo ng simptomas na nasusuka. Kung nahihilo din po kayo, kung minsan may tinatawag na naapektuhan ng virus ang inyong mga labyrinth sa tenga, nagkokos din po ng hilo at saka nausya yung mga yon. Pero kung panay-panay po ang pagsusuka ninyong ganyan, ay kailangan pong bumalik kayo sa doktor ninyo para masabi nyo ang mga nararamdaman nyo at magawan kayo ng iba-ibang studies kagaya ng consult sa gastroenterology. Baka meron kayong problema sa gastrointestinal tract.
Okay. Paano po kung nahihilo at nagsusuka?
Hindi buntis.
Oo, kasi 78 years old eh. Paano mo so hindi buntis? So, anong mga, gaya ng sinabi nyo, kasi kanina when you were explaining, I was listening to you, dinivide nyo na pag palaging nasusuka, may problema siguro, may bato. Pero pag palagi nahihilo, may ganito. Pero kung sabay yung symptoms, pwede din bang acid reflux yun? Or...
Pwede rin. Kaya lang, you have to think of some other broader problems na nagkokos pareho ng symptoms.
Okay.
Importante, ma-review nyo yung mga gamot ninyo kasi kung minsan may mga interactions po yung mga gamot that can cause some other problems like nausea and vomiting.
Pag naghahalo-halo yung mga gamot. Okay. Let's make way for this phone call from Dan. Dan from Carson, hello?
Hi, Janelle.
Yes, go ahead.
Dr. Benito, I'm the manager of Carson Senior Village.
Oh, hello po. Napakalakas po ng
Magandang
echo
hapon.
nyo.
Ay, magandang hapon, Dr. Ed.
Oo.
Eh, alam mo, mga senior citizens lahat dito. Kaya, sabi nila, sweeter as the years go by.
Okay, so what is the question, sir? Let's be
Yung
quick.
magandang gawin para sa mga diabetes 2, type 2 diabetes.
Type 2, yung may mga problema rin yan ng mga Filipinos, di ba? Thank you for that phone call. Yes, go ahead. Quickly, Doc, because we have to pause for a break.
Ang diabetes type 2 po, kahit sino po naapektuhan yan. Pero ang pinaka-importante po sa mga elderly ay magbago ng kanilang mga diet, sumunod sa sinasabi ng mga doktor at inumin po ang kanilang mga gamot regularly. Ang pinaka-importante po ang blood sugar monitoring kasi karamihan sa mga matatanda kung minsan nadodoble yung mga gamot, nagkakaroon ng hypoglycemia, mas nagkakaroon ng komplikasyon. Kaya,
Go ahead. Very quickly, is there anything we can do while still young in order to avoid having that type 2 diabetes?
ang pinaka-importante, Janelle, is diet. Ang karamihan ngayon, dati-dati ang type 2 tinatawag na nila na adult onset diabetes.
Okay.
Pero hindi na totoo yun kasi mga 250,000 people sa Amerika
Okay.
are less than 20 years old are already diabetic.
Wow. Okay.
Napaka-importante ang diet.
Okay, let's talk about the diet. When we return on the show, what should we avoid? Should we try to control? Mga sweets, mga desserts, mga ganyan. We'll talk about that. When we return on Kababayan LA, also Dr. B will still keep answering your questions. So keep calling when we return on Kababayan LA.